First of all, you should take proper precautions for basement water cleanup. Put on a pair of waterproof boots and wear protective gear while working in the floodwater. Get rid of floating debris and trash to prevent further injuries. Use a wet/dry vacuum to remove the water, and a heavy-duty extension cord to plug into another area of your home. Mop up the excess water with a bucket and dry cleaning solution. In the case of floodwaters, it is best to hire a company that specializes in such a job. This is a DIY project, which can be done in a few hours. However, remember that if you want to save your money, you'll need to hire an expert. In this case, you can take photos of the damaged areas to show insurance adjusters later. While this process may seem time-consuming, it is worth it to avoid the expense of a professional. If you have homeowners insurance, your coverage can cover the cost of basement water cleanup. Keep in mind that coverage varies by region. A standard home insurance policy will cover flooding due to broken appliances, overflowing bathtubs, and frozen pipes. But it will not cover floods caused by natural disasters. Therefore, it is important to consider flood insurance if you live in an area that is prone to flooding. You can also get help from local authorities and organizations if you're unsure of the process. If your basement floods, it's important to make sure the basement is dry before you start the cleanup process. Before hiring a cleanup company, you should remove the wet items and allow them to dry out in a dry room. If you still have carpeting on the floor, you should replace it as soon as possible. Don't store valuable items or irreplaceable belongings in your basement. If you're worried about mold, you can take pictures of the affected areas. These photos can help with your insurance claim. As soon as you find a leak, it's important to get rid of the water as soon as possible. The sewage backup is dangerous because it contains harmful bacteria that can infect your home. To ensure your health, a professional water cleanup company should disinfect all surfaces in your home after a flood. Afterwards, they'll also sanitize the area. A good water cleanup company should be able to remove all the water before mold and fungus growth occur. Before you begin the cleanup process, you should remove everything from the affected area and dry it out. After the water has dried, you should use a heavy-duty cleaner to prevent the formation of mold and bacteria. This can be a laborious and taxing process. You should also contact your insurance company to report the damage, but it is possible to save money by removing the damaged items and replacing them. The best option is to contact an expert and have them clean your basement properly. The most important thing to do is get rid of the water and dry out the affected area. This will reduce the risk of mold. It is also important to remove any sentimental items from the flooded area, because it may contain bacteria that cause a mold outbreak. It is crucial to contact a professional service for help with basement water cleanup. You can get free quotes from local experts and hire a professional for the job. You should also be prepared to hire an insurance company if you're unable to do it yourself. It is also important to remove items that were ruined by the floodwater. Depending on the cause of the flooding, you might be able to salvage some of the items. If they're not ruined, you can even repair or replace them with the help of a professional plumber. If the floodwater is from a sump pump, you may want to get a sump pump installed as soon as possible. While it is a temporary solution, it won't last forever. In the event of basement flooding, it is crucial to hire a professional who can do the job right. You don't want the water to spread throughout your basement and cause mold growth, so you should hire a professional that is certified to handle these tasks. Moreover, the company should be insured and licensed, and its staff should have a good reputation. A plumber should also be able to provide an estimate. If you are unable to find one, call other companies.